We'll wait till 6:05 and we'll start at 6:05. We'll wait for some of our friends to join. Okay, I guess we could start now. So yeah, very good evening to one and all present here. It is indeed a great pleasure to welcome you all for the first event of Microsoft Club Season 6 of Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology. With the blessings of our founder Chancellor, Colonel Dr. JPR, we are organizing Introduction to Microsoft Azure Services with the constant support and motivation from our Chancellor Dr. Maria Zina Johnson ma'am, President Dr. Mary Johnson sir, STC lead Dr. Kishore sir, and finally our staff coordinator Dr. Vignesh sir. On behalf of School of Computing and Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors, I extend my warm welcome to all the participants and the host of this event, Anika Tasnim, who has accepted our invitation to be our speaker of this session. Now over to Anika. Let the event begin.
Thank you so much and welcome everyone. It's an honor to join this event and it's making me happy to see a lot of people here who want to learn Azure. I hope it will be an excellent experience for everyone present here. Now let me share my screen. Okay, so here we go. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, Anika. Yes, Anika.
Okay, thank you so much. Let me just. Okay. So today's event is on Introduction to Microsoft Azure Service. I am assuming that most people here have a Microsoft account for our hands-on session at the second part of today's event. Or if anyone has not have a Microsoft account yet, you can create one in a minute if you want to participate in our second part. Otherwise, it's not necessary. Next slide. Okay, so let me introduce myself. I am Anika Taslim, a Vita Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador from Bangladesh. I am currently an undergraduate student at Shahjalan University of Science and Technology. Before we start, let's review what you will learn today. Today, we will learn that Microsoft Azure, what Microsoft Azure is, and the core Azure service, and how to create your free Azure account. Then we will have a hands-on session where you can create a website in Azure using WordPress with me. In the end, you will have a quick Q&A session and you can put your questions in the chat and I will answer them from time to time. Now let's start. Okay, so first, introduction to Microsoft Azure. Azure is mainly a cloud computing platform that gives an ever-extending set of service to help you build solutions to meet your business goals. You can find many cloud computing services out there if you search for them. But in today's event, we will talk about how Azure is unique from all other cloud computing services. Azure service range from simple web service to running fully virtualized computers for you to run your custom software solutions. If you go to Azure portal, you will see every service provided by Azure there and you can choose your desired service from there. And today we will learn about the core Azure services. So now, core Azure service. Azure provides a wide range of service and features, but the core services are categorized in 4 sections. They are compute service, networking service, storage service, and database and analytics service. We'll discuss each of them one by one. So, Azure Compute Service. Azure Compute is an on-demand computing service for running cloud-based applications. It provides computing resources such as disk, processors, memory, networking, and operating systems. Azure supports a wide range of computing solutions. Now we will see the most prominent services in computing service. First, Azure Virtual Machine. With Azure Virtual Machine, you can create and use virtual machines in the cloud. Just like a physical computer, you can customize all the software running on the virtual machine. Virtual machines are an ideal choice when you need total control over the operating system, OS, and the ability to run custom software on your machine and to use custom hosting configurations. Then it is ideal to choose Azure virtual machines. Next, we have Azure Container Instance. So, it offers the fastest and simplest way to run a container in Azure without managing any virtual machines or adopting additional service. In a general sense, what is the task of a container? Okay, so containers mainly contain data, stuff, and so on, right? So these containers are designed to allow you to respond to change on demand, like when there's any change. So you can use Azure Container Instance to respond quickly. So with containers, you can quickly restart in case of a crash or hardware interruption. So next we have Azure Kubernetes Service. It is a complete orchestration service for containers with distributed architectures and large volumes of containers. Now, what is an orchestration service, right? So the task of automating, managing, and interacting with many containers is known as orchestration. With Azure Kubernetes Service, you can automate work, interact with a large volume of containers easily. Then Azure Functions. It is also including Azure Compute Service. So when you are concerned only about the code running your service and not the underlying platform or infrastructure, then you can use Azure Functions. Functions are commonly used when you need to perform work in response to an event, timer, or message from another Azure service. And that work can be completed within seconds. So Azure Functions can respond and complete your task within seconds. So how do they work? So mainly functions scale automatically based on demand. So when the demand is a variable, so you can use Azure Functions. Then we have Azure Virtual Desktop. Azure Virtual Desktop is a desktop and application virtualization service that runs on the cloud, and it enables you to use a cloud-hosted version of Windows from any location. Azure Virtual Desktop also provides centralized security management for users' desktops and simplified management, performance management, multi-session Windows 10 deployment service are Azure Virtual Desktop's key features. Azure Virtual Machines and Azure Virtual Desktop, they are both two different services. Please don't confuse them. Azure Virtual Desktop is only working with the desktop and its applications. So next we are going to see the Azure Networking Service. Azure provides lots of networking service, but today's event we will learn about three of them. So the Azure Virtual Network, Azure VPN Gateway, and Azure Express Route. So first, Azure Virtual Network. Azure Virtual Networks enable Azure resources such as virtual machines, web apps, and database to communicate with each other, like with users on the internet and with your on-premise client computers. You can think Azure Network as a set of resources that links other Azure resources. Okay, so that's it, our Azure Virtual Network. So next we have Azure VPN Gateway. We know VPNs use an encrypted tunnel within another network, right? That's how we use VPN. So what is a VPN gateway? So a VPN gateway is a type of virtual network gateway that enables three types of connectivity: site-to-site connection, point-to-site connection, and network-to-network connection. So what is site-to-site connection? So site-to-site connection means it connects on-premise data centers to virtual networks. But if you are going to ask about point-to-site, that is, point-to-site connection means it connects individual devices to virtual networks. And network-to-network connection means it connects virtual networks to other virtual networks. And you can see how it works on this picture of virtual VPN gateway. Next, we have Azure Express Route. So Express Route lets you extend your on-premise networks into the Microsoft Cloud over a private connection with the help of connectivity provider. In simple words, you are growing a network over a private connection. Express route connections don't go over the public internet. That's why express route connections offer more reliability, faster speeds, consistent latency, and higher security. Express route even enables direct access to some service in all regions, such as Microsoft Office 365, Microsoft Dynamics 365, Azure Compute Service, and Azure Cloud Service. So Express Route supports three models to connect the on-premise network to the Microsoft Cloud. So you can see in the photos that. So first one is Cloud Exchange Co-location. You can exchange your cloud information with other devices here It can be used in your office to connect all the departments. Then we have point-to-point Ethernet connection. So it's bigger than the cloud exchange colocation. This can cover a total point area. And the last one, that is our any-to-any connection. So there's our Azure Express route. Next, we are going to talk about Azure Storage Service. So Azure this is the third type of core service that is Azure Storage Service, and we are going to learn about why you need to choose Azure Storage Service as your storage service. And there are a lots of types of storage service, but I am going to talk about three of them today. So first one is Azure Blob Storage. So Azure Blob Storage is an object storage solution for the cloud. It can store massive amounts of data, such as text or binary data. Azure Blob Storage is unstructured, meaning that there are no restrictions on the kinds of data it can hold. So you can store any kind of data. Blob storage can manage thousands of uploads, massive amounts of video data, constantly growing log files, and can be reached from anywhere with an internet connection. Next, we have Azure Disk Storage. So, disk storage provides disk for Azure virtual machines. Applications and other services can access and use this disk as needed. Disk storage allows data to be persistently stored and accessed from an attached virtual hard disk. That is shown in these photos, that how it can be accessed from an attached virtual hard disk. So then we have Azure Files Storage. So Azure Files offers fully managed file shares in the cloud. You can use Azure Files to write data to a file share and process or analyze the data later. To store configuration files on a file share and access them from multiple virtual machines. And many on-premise allocations use file shares. You can use Azure Files to make it easier to migrate those applications that share data to Azure. Like in this photo, we can see that they are from two different locations, but they are sharing their data, and like they are working on those data. At the same time, they can migrate to those applications using Azure Files Storage. So now we are going to learn about some database and analytics service. I will talk about four of them: Cosmos DB, SQL database, Synapse Analytics, and HD Insight. So first, we have Azure Cosmos DB. Azure Cosmos DB is a globally distributed multi-model database service. Azure Cosmos DB provides comprehensive service level agreements for throughput, latency, availability, and consistency guarantees. So Azure Cosmos DB supports schema-less data, which lets you build highly responsive applications to support consistently changing data. Next, we have Azure SQL database. So Azure SQL database is a relational database based on the latest stable version of the Microsoft SQL Server database engine. So SQL database is a high-performance, reliable, and fully managed and secure database. So you can use it to build data-driven applications and websites in the programming language of your choice without needing to manage the infrastructure. So it's one of the benefits of using Azure SQL database. Next, we have Azure Synapse Analytics. So Azure Synapse Analytics is a limitless analytics service that combines enterprise data warehousing and big data analytics. You can query data on the terms by using either serverless or provisioned resource at scale. And last, we have Azure HD Insight. Azure HD Insight is a fully managed open source analytics service for enterprises. It's a cloud service that makes it easier, faster, and more cost effective to process massive amounts of data. So you can run popular open source frameworks and create cluster types. HD Insights also supports various scenarios such as extraction, transformation, and loading, data warehousing, machine learning, and IoT. So that's all. These some types of database and analytics service. So next we have Azure free account. So if you are new to Azure, you can sign up for a free account on the Azure website to start exploring at no cost to you. The Azure free account includes free access to popular Azure products for 12 months, a credit to spend for the first 30 days, and access to more than 25 products that are always free. To sign up for a free account, you need a phone number, a credit card, and a Microsoft or GitHub account. The credit card information is used for identity verification only. So you won't be charged for any service until you upgrade to a paid subscription. Microsoft has a learning module on creating an Azure free account. So I will show you the module in a moment, and I am also going to add it in the link in the chat for you. You will learn everything from here about how you will create your free account. I'm going to add it in a moment, and then we have Azure free student account. So the Azure free student account offers you free access to certain Azure service for 12 months, a credit to use in the first 12 months, free access to certain software developer tools, and $100 credit. You only need a Microsoft account and a student email ID to create a free student account. Student email ID means an account that is provided by your college or university, which has an extension like .edu. I am also going to add this link in the chat so that everyone can access it. And from this link, you can uh, go to the page where you can create your free student account. So you will go through the link and log in through your Microsoft account or GitHub account, whichever you have. Then you will verify your phone number and student mail. Then you will add all your information like your location, your country, and everything else. Uh, um, you have to add your confirmation, and then you will add your all the information. After all the information, that's how you can create a free account, free Azure account. So that's it. There's no pain in creating a free Azure account. So if you have a Microsoft account and a student email ID, you can easily create your free student Azure account. So now let me show you both pages where you will learn about these free accounts. I am adding both links in the chat. Let me just end this slide and okay. So I am just adding those links in the chat. Just wait a minute, so you can find those links.
Anika, we also have some questions in the chat box. Can you have a look at
Okay,
them?
okay, yeah, sure. Okay. Mm, Okay, so we have question about uh, first question, space limitation in storage. Okay, there's the space limitation is mainly on which service you are using, and like which subscription you are using, and that depends on that. So like there's many types of subscription that you can buy, and then the space limitation will be based on your subscription. I am going to in a minute I am going to show you the Azure portal, so then you can see there that there are a lot of options where you can choose which subscription you need. So from there you can choose your subscription, you can see that the space limitation, and you can see the price. So from there you can just create whichever you prefer, so you can choose that one. The space limitation fully based on your subscription. And next we have um, Rishita Nayak, difference between Azure disk storage and Azure blobs. Okay, so I have said that the Azure blob storage is an object storage solution. Okay, so it can store massive amounts of data such as text or binary data. And about Azure blob. And if you are asking about Azure disk, so it is mainly provides disks for Azure virtual machines. Okay, so it's for the virtual machines, like the virtual machines you are using, and on those virtual machines, what applications you are using, what services you are using. So all those applications, all those services you can access from the disk. Okay, but Azure blob service, that is contains your data like text, binary data, video data, uh, like other uploads, log files, all those data or binary data they can store in the blob storage for the cloud. But disk storage, that is provides you disk for to run your to access your applications, to run your applications, to use your applications and service on the virtual machines. So that's the difference between the blob storage and the disk storage. Is it clear now? I hope it clears your confusion. And the next question: uh, how to get our own edu mail ID? Okay, it will be given by your university or your college. So if like many universities or many colleges provide that their students, but many don't provide. So if your university or if your college don't provide it, so you can't like get your own email edu mail. Okay. So if you want to get your email, you can contact your university. But I know that those universities or those colleges who provide the edumail, they provide you during your when you attend to the university, like during your onboarding. So then they provide you the access of your edulink. But if you have not got it yet, so that's mean your university or your college don't provide that edumail yet. Okay. Or you can also contact with your university authorities if they can start to provide edumail or something like that. If you have continued. Okay, so one question is that if we have containers, why is virtual machines required? Okay, so containers, if okay, so you are asking the virtual why you need the virtual machine, right? So when you have the containers, so they are both different types of service that Azure Compute Service is providing. So you can choose any of them. It's up to you what you want to like choose. But uh, let me tell you the difference between them. So Azure Virtual Machines is mainly create your machines, like whichever machines you are using in your office or at your work. So you can create those machines on your like just like a physical computer on the web, on the cloud. So that all the other workers or all the other your departments, or like as if you are a student, so if your university starts like some of these virtual machines, that you can go to your virtual machines, all the students can go to that virtual machines and you can work there, or you can work there together here. But container instance, that is fully different types of thing. Like when you are using containers, then you don't need any infrastructure. Like any virtual machines, you don't need virtual machines or any other service. So containers mainly contain data and stuffs and respond it can restart in a case of crash or hardware interruption. But obviously Azure virtual machines can have the problems uh, uh, doing that. And if you are asking that if you have containers, why do you need? If you don't want to use Azure machines, if you find think that your container instance is enough for you, so then you don't need to virtual machines, right? Because to run your container, you don't need any virtual machine. So it's up to you that which service you are like. There are different types of service. Okay, so you are using them as you need it. If you uh, want to need virtual machines, you can use that. If you want container instance, you can do that. It's fully up to you and the type of work you are doing. So that's it. Mm, okay. So no more question. Okay, let me share the links. Uh, I am going to share these links, and you all can go to there, and I will also show you. Mm, okay, okay. So let me share my screen again, and I will show you. Mm, okay, my screen is visible, right? I hope it's visible. Let me go through the links. Okay. Um, okay. So everyone can see my screen, right?
Yes, the screen is visible.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. So look at this. So uh, okay. So here you can see the module I was talking about. It has added all these steps you need to follow to create your account. Even it has an exercise to create an account. Let me show you that. Like here you can see that here's an introduction, create an Azure account, and exercise. So following this exercise, you can create your own free Azure account. And you can also understand the billing Azure billing procedures here. And if you need any support options, so you can also see those options for to how to create, or how are they are supporting your accounts, all that informations. Like you can easily follow this module and create your Azure free Azure account. And next one is our student account. Let me show you that. Okay, so here you can see another page has. Okay, so you can create your free Azure account from here. So here it says that you will receive $100 credit, and you don't need any credit card. So you will click on the start free button here and verify your student email and phone number, and you will get your free student subscription. It only takes 2 to 3 minutes to create a free student account. So either you can create a free student account, or you can go through that module and follow these steps to create your free Azure account. So that's it. And now so that was our first part for our today's event, and now we'll start our second part, and we'll create a website in Azure using WordPress. So for that, everyone should have a Microsoft account. I think here many of them have Microsoft account. I told in the beginning of our session that you need a Microsoft account. So if you have created that in this meanwhile, then that's great. Or if you don't have any Microsoft account, that's not a problem. You can just see here how we are creating our website, and you can do it later on your own when you will have a Azure Microsoft account. And let me tell you that this website will be creating, you don't need any subscription. Like I have just shown you that free Azure accounts or free student accounts, we don't even want that to create our website. We can just create a website without any subscription. So let's just I'm just going to share another link with you, and you will go through that link, and I will show you step by step. So let me share. Okay, so I have shared another link, so please everyone go through that link. I am also going through that link. Okay. Okay, I think everyone has got to the page, right? So this is another module. Here, all these steps to create a website are listed. You can follow them, and you will be able to make your website. Now I am going to show you step by step how you can create your website. So at the top, you can see here that activate sandbox option, right? Or if you are not signed in, if anyone here that's not signed in your Microsoft account, then you will see an option that will say that sign in to activate sandbox. Okay. So if you whatever you are seeing, just we have to use that link. If you are not signed in, please sign in your Microsoft account, and we will start to create our website using WordPress. So first of all, the sandbox. What is a sandbox? So a sandbox gives you an access to free resource. Okay, so your subscription, if you have any subscription, so that will not be charged. So you can just create any free resource, any free apps or like service using using sandbox. So so we are going to use that. So now everyone, if you have signed in, so click on that. I am going to click on my activate sandbox, and you can see that it's verifying permissions. It will take some time. Let's just take some time until it activated. So if you are like using sign in to activate sandbox, if you're seeing, just click on that and sign in to your Microsoft account, and that's how the sandbox will be activated. Okay, so it's okay. So you can see here a message that sandbox activated. Time remaining 2 hours. You have 2 of 10 sandbox for today. More sandbox will be available tomorrow. So what does that mean? So it going to that it give me a time limit of 2 hours. Mean that I can use this sandbox for only 2 hours, for the next 2 hours, and the 2 of 10 sandbox means that in a day I can only use 10 sandbox to create anything, okay, from the Azure portal. So I have used earlier today, and I am using the second one. That's why it's showing that 2 of 10 sandbox. So for you it's showing 1 of 10 sandbox, okay, as you are just using it now. So then just now we have to scroll down and we will see some options like Azure terminology and concepts, what is app service, what is Azure marketplace, and all of that is uh, uh, like here is said that. So we are going to show everything, like what are the app services and Azure marketplace and everything. So here how we can create Azure resource in Azure, and everything is told here, has described it many like you can see that here are pictures, so you can just follow them. So I know these steps, so I'm just going to show you. So the first steps, like you have not activated sandbox, that we have already done, so we don't need that. So next is we have to sign in to our Azure portal by using the same account. Can you see that? So it says that to sign in using the account that you used to activate sandbox. So just make sure that you are using the same account, like same Microsoft account. Otherwise, like you will find some errors. So just make sure that you are using the same Microsoft account to avoid any problems. So now click on the Azure portal link here. I'm going to click on that, and okay. Okay, so this is our Azure portal that I was talking earlier, that you can find all the service here, all the Azure service that I was talking about, the core service, right? Like compute service, database service, networking service, storage service, all the service you will find here, and you can create your own, you can use your own for your help. So let me just show you that here the account I am using, the email ID, the first one is email ID, and the second one is the Microsoft Learn Sandbox. So as we have activated our Microsoft Learn Sandbox there in this page we have, as we have activated, so that's why it's showing here. So just make sure that you are like on your screen you are seeing this, that Microsoft Learn Sandbox. If you are not seeing this option, that means your sandbox has not been activated. So make sure you can see that, and as we have the sandbox is activated, so we can create anything for free. So now as we are going to, oh okay, let me show you, this is the Azure portal, and you can see the Azure service. So all the services are here, like we have talked about SQL database, virtual machines, then Azure Cosmos DB, Kubernetes service, and if you click on the more service, like let me show you, like all service. Okay, so you can see that here, like here are all the general, you can see that all the general, let me just zoom in for you. Okay, so you can see that all the general services are here. Then if I scroll down, then all the compute services, like you can see that 27 types of compute service there are. So I have only talked about like virtual machines, and it's a container instance, then so there are many services here, and I have only talked about like some of them. So you can find all the services here, and you can choose as you need, like which service you need for your work. Okay, all of the things are here. So this is okay, sorry, I just clicked on by mistake. So this is all the service, like you can see that all types of services. There are categories like storage, web. So all the services here. You can just choose your desired one. So just let me go back on my Azure portal. So we are going to create our website. So for that, click on the create a resource. You can see it, right? You can see this option, create a resource. So click on this option. Okay. So where are you now? It's the Azure Marketplace. I was talking about Azure Marketplace, right? So this is the marketplace. You can like see that search services and marketplace. So let me just search. We are going to create our website using WordPress. So just let me search for WordPress. Everyone search for WordPress and you can see some options here, like 5 options I am seeing. Okay, so here WordPress on Linux, server, web server, and WordPress. So we are going to choose the first one. Okay, the only WordPress, this one. So now click on this WordPress, and here this is the WordPress. Like we are going to have a overview. Like WordPress started in 2003 and with a single bit of code to enhance the typography of everyday writing with fewer users than you can count. So there's the overview, and if I scroll down, you can see it, right? Just let me show you. Okay, so this is a website. So they are showing you that how will be your website looks like. Okay, if you create a website using the WordPress, so you can see it's a demo, like how will be your website. So let me just cut it, and okay, so we are going to use this WordPress to create our website. Let's just click on the create. Okay, everyone, please click on the create and wait a bit. Okay, it's still loading, so I'm going to wait a minute. So every options I can see here. Okay, so when it is here, I can see show you that you can see it, right? .azurewebsites.net. It's the extension of your the website you are creating, the URL of the website. The extension of the website will be .azurewebsites.net. That will be your extension of your URL. So we can customize our URL. So I'm just any app name. On the app name, you can use the URL you need. Like if you are creating a portfolio for you, so you can just add your name, like whatever your name. So if I create a portfolio, I will add like anikataSnake.azurewebsites.net, like that. So okay, it shows that a name is required, and the okay, it's not showing, but let me okay, let me just like oh no, let me just show you that if I use that website, you can see that the app name website uh, is not available. Can you see? Can anyone see that? Or should I? Oh, okay, got it. So you can see that the app name is not available. So it means that you have to create a unique name. Okay, for your website, for the URL, you have to create a unique name. So just let me go with website. So I am okay. You can see that here are tick mark, and there's no like questions like this not is not available, this name is not available, nothing like that. So that means, and you can also see a green tick here, so that means this name is available. So I have just used like sample website Anika, and as you are like creating your account, you can use the name that you feel you want to create a domain name. So then the subscription. Okay, so many of you can like buy a subscription and you can use that subscription to create your website. But we are creating this website without any subscription. I don't have any subscription. That's why I am seeing the only option that says configuring subscription. If you have any subscription, like if you have student subscription, like I have shown you that how can you create your student Azure free account, right? So if you use that and you don't use the if you use that subscription without using the learn sandbox, so then you will see here the subscription name will be the student ID subscription. Okay, or student subscription, you will see that option here. But as I am using creating my website without any subscription, I don't have any subscription. I have no student Azure account, I have no Azure free account or any types of paid account. I don't have anything. So that's why I am seeing this configure option. But it's okay because we are using the learn sandbox. It shows that I am using the sandbox to create this website. So next we have the resource group. Okay, so you can see that there's only one resource group, that learn, and then something like that. So we are going to select this option, whichever you have. So just select that option for the resource group. You don't have to create anything or like type for anything. Just go to the drop down and the option you are finding, just click on that. That's it. So then the edge database provider. Okay, so for the database provider, we are going to the drop down list, and you can see the MySQL in app. So we are going to select that. So you can ask me that why I am using the MySQL in app, not the Azure database for MySQL, right? So the answer is here. Like you can see, I have told you that the all the steps how you can create a free website you can find here. So let me show you. Okay, so here they have said that database provider will be MySQL in app. Okay, so they have said that to create your website in Azure using the sandbox, you have to create the MySQL in app. So just select the MySQL and app for the database provider. Okay, so one more thing, uh, the next option, that is app service plan or location. So you can see here that service plan 32 something and Central US. So we are not going to use this. We are going to click on that. Just click on that, and you can see that the plan we have said that service plan 32F. We are not going to use that. So what are we going to do? So we are going to create a new one. So just click on create a new one. So why I am doing all these things, you are going to see it in a minute. Okay, so here again the app service plan. So you can enter any name for your choice for the app service plan. I am just going to be the same one. You can create this different one. I am using the same app name I used for the app name, like for the URL, but you can use here the different one. That's not any problem. So as you prefer, you can just select app service name. That's not that won't be required for the future. We are just going to, so okay, I'm just going to make it very similar, or you can just create your own. So here the location, you can see that many what locations is here, but it's the regions, right? Regions is not like that where I am living. Okay, like you are from India, right? So it's not like you have to select the India. It's the region means Azure has some regions. I have not talked about that, but Azure has some regions where they have the data centers that, from where you can use those resources. So It's suggested that you can use your the nearest one, whichever is nearest you. You can use that. Otherwise, you can use the central US. Let me show you. Mm, okay, here you can see that location. They said to select Central US to make sure we choose a region that allows the service plan you will choose. Normally, you will select the region that's closest to your customers while offering the service you need. Okay, so I am just going to select its the Central US. That's not a problem. Or you can here as the South India, so you can select that, but there's no India. Okay, so you can select that, or you can just they have said like select US Central US, so you can just select Central US. I'm just taking it to the Central US, nothing else. And then the main part, the pricing tier. So here, which pricing tier you will be used, that will be mentioned, like the subscription mainly, that how much you will pay for your for managing your website. So we are going to free it, right? So let's try this one. Okay, you can see one person has asked me about like space. Like, do you remember that the space limitation? I said that it depends on the subscription you are going to buy, right? So you can see here the answer is here. So you can see all types of subscription here. And like if I talk about that, it has a 1.7 GB memory, and it used like 73 USD per month. Okay, so there's many types of subscription, and you have the information like how much space they are giving you, and how much they will you have to pay to them. Okay, so we are not going to use any of them because we are going to do it free. So now we are in the production chapter, but now select dev per test. Okay, dev per test. Okay, so here you can see three options, but the second one is like 9.49 USD. The third one is 54.75 USD, but the first one is free. Okay, first one is free, and we are going to use this to create our free account. So just select this one and then click on the apply. Okay, just select the F1 pricing trial, which is fully free. You can see, and it's a shared infrastructure, 1 GB memory, and 60 minutes per day compute. Okay, so it has some uh, uh, it has some it's boundary, but because it's free, right? You are using it for free, you are using the free pricing price, so that's why you have to like compromise with uh, its type. But if you use the other one, then you can have more types of more service. But as we are using it free, so that's why we have only 1 GB memory and 60 minutes per day compute, means 1 hour. Okay, so now we are just going to click on the apply. Okay, so we have come to our uh, earlier page. So app service plan, that is sample website Anika. I have said location Central US, and the pricing tier you can see here F1 free. Okay, if you don't see here F1 free, just go again and then select the F1 free and then come back. Okay, if you can't see here F1 free, so don't just click on the OK button because that's not free. Okay, so as I am seeing here that F1 free for the pricing tag, so it's all okay for me now. So I'm just click on the OK button. Okay, so here we are on the first page. So let's just check everyone, like app name. I have created a sample website, then configure subscription, learn, resource grow, MySQL in app service plan, sample website Anika, because and Central US because I use that name, right? That's why. That's why it's showing here, and it's fully free because we selected the F1 free pricing tier. And you can see the application inside. You can see that the app name you used, the name is like duplicating here. Okay, that name is automatically using here. So we are just going to uh, put it here. We don't need anything to edit, and just click on the create button. Just click on the create button, and it will directly create your website using WordPress in Azure, and it's fully free. So you are managing your website fully free. So it will take some time. Let's see where it goes. Okay, so you can see here deployment in progress, right? A notification I have. So click on that. Our website is created, okay, but it will take some time, so we have to wait for that. So you can see that deployment in progress. Okay, so our it means that our website is creating, and some of the resources that's been as mm, as all those have the green tick, so that's are like completed, and we have also some in progress. So when we'll have those, so then we'll see that deployment is complete. So we are going to wait a minute or some more time to see that how it's working. Okay, and after that what we will do, let's check here. Okay, so let me show you the entire website creation. So at first we go to the uh, Azure portal, then we create the create resource. You can see that I the the page I showed you. There's the current page, but the picture here it shows it's the previous page. That's why it's somewhat like different. But don't worry, how I showed you, that's okay. Or if you have like a uh, app for this, for then you can see that these types of option if you have the previous uh, app or anything like that. And this will take you the Azure marketplace. Like I click on the create a resource, and it took me the Azure marketplace, and I search for the uh, WordPress. Here they are also search for the WordPress, and they are selecting the only WordPress. Then they just click on the create, and they are using this information. So if you forget what information you we have used, if you are not like creating with us, so then you can just go through here. It's all like describe everything. Okay, the app name, like I have said anything, but it's need to be a unique name. Okay, and subscription, make sure like category subscription is selected. Then resource, use existing, like learn something, learn then some digits. And database, obviously the MySQL in app, not the web. And app service plan will select in the next page, so like that. And the next page we are going to like app service plan, click on the app service plan, and like then the second page, and create new app service plan. Then here also they have like showed you a table, and from here you can like what will be your app service plan name, and your location, and pricing model, pricing tier. They have showed everything here. So if you just forgot, don't worry, just go through the link, the page the I have sh- uh, given in the chat box, and you can just follow up this module, and you can just create your a new website for you. Let's check. Okay, our deployment is complete. Okay, so as our deployment is complete, so it means that our website is created. But we are going to see that is it running correctly, or do you have any problem, it has any problem or anything like that. So we are going to see that. So for that we are going to click on the go to resource. Okay, you can see the option here, go to resource. So everyone click on the go to resource. Okay, So you can see my name, the website name I created. I created the sample website Anika. That was the URL. So that's here, and everything is here like that. Status, you can see here the status is running. It's me, the my website is running completely fine, and our subscription is a configure and everything here. Okay, and you can see here or app service plan sample website Anika F1 free. F1 free is the pricing model. So as we used the pricing model free, so that's why it's showing here. And URL, that's what we are going to check now. That you can see I said that the like app name you will be used, that will be used in your URL. So like https slash sample website hyphen Anika, that I just use that, like you can see here sample website Anika. So I use that, so that's why it's in my URL, and the rest of it, the extension is .azure websites.net. I say you that it will be your URL. So it's the URL of your website. So let's just click on that. We're going to like see if it's working or not. It's working because shows that the status is running, so that means it's completely fine, but we are just going to check it. Okay, so first thing first, it shows you can create like you can select your language that you will be using. So like English, Afrikaans, and many other languages here. So like if you are going to use Hindi, um, like here you can see Hindi or any other languages if you want. So I'm just going to select the English United States and then click on continue. Okay, so welcome, your website is created, and it says that like welcome to the famous 5-minute WordPress installation process. It's for the installation process. Okay, if you want to install install the WordPress in your uh, like in your device, you can just fill up the form. So it shows that the site title we used, what title we used? We used the title was sample website Anika, but we just used that to make our URL. So that's not important. You can just see choose your site name. Like as I have created the URL, I have created my website. Like I don't want to make it like sample website, the site name, right? I'm going to make it like I'm going to can make it like my on my website name, or if I am going to create a portfolio, then I can name it my name or anything else. So you just can add that. And username means you will be created, like it shows that how will be your username. That username will be used to like for installation of your WordPress, and you will create a password and your email ID and everything that, and click on the discourage search engines. So it's up to you if you want to like honor or not. So then you just click on the install WordPress and it will be installed, and you can just view your website. Your website URL is always this one. Okay, so just copy this URL and that will be enough for you. If we are going to see the module, so it shows open a new tab in your browser, paste this URL, press enter to browse a new website. You can now configure your website and add content. So that's it. So you can just install a WordPress, and it will just go to your website, and then you just create your content, add anything that you want, like how do you want to add there, you can do that. It's all fine. So I'm not going to install WordPress now. So if you are doing it, just select the title name that you want to be your site title, and then you can create your username your password and your email and everything that, and then click on the install WordPress. That's it for our website creation. And you can see, just click on this like save this URL because it's the URL of your website. So now as we have created, so let's go to our Microsoft Azure, like the portal. Okay, the portal we are using, the first portal. Now say one thing. Recent resources name sample website Anika. That I just created that one, right? So you can see here, you can see that from here also. So if you sometimes, if you like forgot about your like resources, hot resources you created, or the URL or anything like that, if you feel any problem, just go to the Azure portal. You can see that the link is just portal.azure.com. So just go to that link, or you can search for the Azure portal. It will just uh, bring you here, and just sign in uh, with the account that you used to create your website. Okay, if you use another account, that will be work. So use the account you used, and then you can see here your recent resources or whichever you have created. So that's all for our website creation. And you can see all the Azure services here. I would say that you should like take a tour of this Azure portal. You can just see the Azure service. Like I have only mentioned about the core service, right? And from the core service, which are the core service? The compute, networking, storage, and database analytics. And we have seen that for a type, for a category, there are a lot of services. Like for the compute service, I have only talked about the 5 service, but we have seen here that compute services 27 service. So why not explore this? Okay, so you can see here, explore this site and see the price range, whichever you will prefer, and everything like that. And other tools also shown here, like Microsoft Learn, Azure Monitor, and everything like that. And you can see here the subscriptions, resource groups, or resource dashboard, and everything. Okay, so if you click on the here, so you, from here also you can see the resources, all the resources here and everything. Also cost and management billing, here you can see here that, and you can go to your dashboard and all service or home, whichever you want. Just check on this, and this is the notification. We got a notification that our deployment is succeeded. So if you like if you like have not, like I have that pop up on the screen that my deployment is succeeded. Like if you did not find that, you just go to this notification bar, and from there you can see the notification, and to go to resource, and that the restaurant I have showed you. So that's all to create our Azure account, so Azure website in Azure actually, using WordPress. So you can just, this is the module. Let me show you the module. The module name is, the main module name is describe core Azure architecture components. You can also learn about Azure architectural components and many other things here. The components, and you can also create the Azure website here, like hosted in Azure. You can also see that the sandbox is activated, right? Time remaining 1 hour 26 minutes. 26 minutes. So when we started creating our website, we said we see that saw that time left 2 hours, but now it's 1 hour 26 minutes. That means that we have also time. So if we want, we can create another website, or we can just go to this portal. Like as the sandbox is still activated, so you can just go to this portal and like create any service. Like if you, like virtual machines, if I click on the virtual machines, you can see all the information here. Okay, so just click on the create, and you can just do it for free because our sandbox is free. sandbox is activated for 1 hour and 26 minutes. So if you have did it, if your sandbox is activated, so just explore, I would say, because after 1 hour and 26 minutes it will be like gone. So but even if you can activate your sandbox, because you can create 10 sandbox in a day. 10 sandbox, okay. 10 sandbox in a day. I have used two, but you have used one, so you can do it and explore those sites of Azure, Azure portal and everything. So I'm just uh, stop sharing this site, and I'm going to share my slide again. Just wait a minute. Mm, Let me share my slide. Okay. Okay. So my slide is visible now. So okay, we have talked about the pre-Azure account. Let me clarify one thing, that um, the free Azure account, or the we have talked about the Azure free account. Those are the types of subscription, right? So we have created our website without any subscription. Like I didn't have any free Azure account, or I didn't have any free student account, or any paid account. So I didn't have any accounts. So that's why I got the subscription. That's the consigliere. So if you got your if you have got your student account, the subscription will be different, okay. So as I don't have the subscription, that's why I got the consigliere account. Mm, okay. Okay, so we have talked about this, like create website in Azure. So what are the benefits? Free, free website. So I did not have any subscription. I did not have to pay any money, because I have used the pricing tier free, right? So that's why it's fully free, and using the Azure portal, I did not have to use any subscription, because I did have the sandbox activated. So that's why I have created the website in Azure for free. I have showed you. And if you want to you don't want to create a free account, you want to create a paid, so then you can go there again and select the pricing range, whichever you prefer, like all the pricing range there. So you can select the pricing range and the benefits there. You can see everything, and you can choose your preferable one. And no subscription is needed. No subscription is needed because we used sandbox. That's why we did not need any subscription. And requirements, what is the requirements? Only a Microsoft account. And creating a Microsoft account is not a big thing, right? You just have to create a personalized uh, email with Microsoft account, and you just have to uh, like uh, verify your mobile number. That's it. And this is the URL that I used. I have sent you on the mail, on the chat, sorry. And that's all for today's event from mine. So thank you so much, and I am going to see the chat again for if you have any questions. So if you have any questions now, so just quickly put that in the chat, because I am going to check the chat again. So thank you so much, everyone, and let me stop sharing and let's check the chat box. Okay. Mm, Okay, so Shilp Gohil said that according to my understanding, functions like blob storage, SharePoint in Azure mm, might result as a malware-based attack, or in hijacking the account is there anyway it could be prevented. No, mm, uh, I mean that if you like face any malware-based attack or hijacking-based attack, so you just don't have to worry about, because Azure has already planned that for you. Okay, so if anything that like happened, so Azure I did not show you the components today, and so if I showed you the components, then you could see there that one of the components of Azure is they are like providing you the security. Okay, they're providing you security, the privacy, and everything. So it, it's just you should not get any malware based attack or hijacking. But if you get it, then Azure has options for you, because as you already uh, how can I say in simple words, like Azure has preserved your all the information in a place, and if your device or your storage got the storage you are using, so if that got any attack or any hijacking, then Azure will all the information that they have preserved, they will use this information for you, so that the like problems you have faced for the attack or hijacking, so that will be sorted in a short time. Okay, so if it's like it's not like usual to receive any malware based attack or hijacking, but if that happens in any way, so Azure has backup plans for you. So you just don't have to worry about like if I get any attack or any hijacking, because that's not how Azure works. Azure has like always got the backup plans for it, so that you can use Azure service as you want and feel free, and you have the all the security, because Azure is providing all the options there. Mm, okay. So there's no other question for me. So if you have, just put it real quick so I can answer those questions.
Okay, I think we have somewhat near the end of the event, so I have two requests from you guys. Whoever is comfortable with turning on their videos, you can turn on, because we can take a quick screenshot. Another request is we would like you to fill this feedback form so that we can send you the certificates as a proof of you attending the event. We will also send you the meeting recording in case you have missed it, some of the points. We'll be sharing the recording as well. So make sure to fill the feedback form.
I want to thank everyone for joining to this event. It was a great event, and a special thanks to Microsoft Club for having me here. It was really great, and the response from the audience, it was like super, because I just love that their enthusiasm and the questions, because sometimes we don't get any participation from audience, so it was really great experience. So thank you everyone for joining me today, and obviously join the Microsoft Club Sathyabama. It will be great for your future, and they will help you regarding that. So thank you so much everyone.
Okay. Aditi, would you like to give the vote of thanks as well?
Yeah. So, hi, hello everyone. With the blessings of our founder, Chancellor Colonel Dr. JPR, and constant support and motivation from our Chancellor Dr. Maria Zina Johnson ma'am, President Dr. Mari Johnson sir, and Vignesh sir, we have organized Introduction to Microsoft Azure Services webinar successfully. So today's webinar was full of knowledge and interesting things. It gave deep insights into the topic and also revealed some of the interesting facts. I really thank Anika for this outstanding session. And also, without the participants, this event won't be a huge success. On that note, I would like to extend my gratitude to all the participants who took part in today's event. Thank you all, and don't forget to fill the feedback form. And regarding the club steps, you will get to know, like joining the thing, you will get to know about that soon. So don't worry, just stay tuned for our on our LinkedIn and Instagram profiles.
Just in case
Just in
one
case
of you
one of
missed,
you missed,
I'll share
I'll
the
share the
feedback
feedback
form
form
again.
again. So I guess this is the end. And did you take a screenshot like of the attendees?
Yes, I did.
Okay, then I guess we are at the end of the webinar. This marks the end. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for joining.